Hello, and welcome to an explanatory video on the geological materials special condition. In this video, we will review the definition of what HPDC considers a geological material, why these materials are a special condition, the scope of the geological materials special condition, and finally how to properly use this special condition in the HPD builder. A content inventory cannot always be created for a geological material due to variable or unknown composition and lack of CAS numbers for geological materials. Geological materials composition depends on the extraction location. Many times the potential for impurities, toxic metals, or radioactive content is related to specific sources or regions. For the purposes of this special condition, HPDC defines a geological material as a material extracted as is from the earth in rock or sediment forms such as rock, gravel, quarried stone, clay, sand, or any other industrial minerals. The defining characteristic of a special condition geological material is the form in which it is extracted, such as gravel as an aggregate in concrete. HPDC defines a mineral as any class of substances occurring in nature, usually comprising inorganic substances of definite chemical composition and usually of definite crystal structure such as quartz or feldspar. For this special condition, the consistent chemical composition is the defining characteristic of a mineral. Understanding the scope of this special condition is important since not all minerals or geological conditions will use this special condition. Many minerals that are common ingredients in building materials have a CAS number. Examples include gypsum, limestone, quartz, talc, kaolin clay, vermiculite, perlite, and feldspar. Manufacturers are encouraged to use standard HPD reporting methods for these ingredients that have a CAS number. If the geological material has variable or unknown compositions, then this special condition would apply. Geological materials that do not have a CAS number include gravel, sand, granite, slate, marble, shale. These and other geological materials that may have variable or unknown would use this special condition guidance. This special condition is for raw geological materials only. Any binders, coatings, and finishes, along with additives or other identifiable substances added to the material, must use the typical HPD content inventory and hazard screening process. In this section, we will review how the geological materials special condition influences characterized, identified, and screened inputs on an HPD. Provide percentage weight and the role of the geological material in order for your HPD to be considered characterized. This is required for any HPD. In order for your HPD to be considered identified, you must include the material name and the ingredient description and composition. For the material name, ensure you had a specific name for the material. For the ingredient description and composition, please provide a specific description of the geological material and the typical composition. More specificity is encouraged. To ensure your HPD is considered screened, you must enter the country of origin, radioactive content, and potential for toxic metals. The country of origin should be where the extraction of the geological material takes place, not the manufacturer or supplier location. Many hazards associated with geological material are specific to the location they are extracted. Under radioactive content, note any known or likely present radioactive elements. This could be the presence of radium, thorium, or potassium-40. If the supplier or a reliable database cannot provide this information and analytical testing is infeasible, select Unknown in the HPD builder. The product will still be considered screened. Lastly, any known or likely present toxic metals should be added under this section. Toxic metals may be antimony, arsenic, cadmium, chromium-6, cobalt, lead, mercury, nickel, thallium, tin, uranium, or vanadium. Note that it does not matter whether these toxic metal sources are natural or man-made. Either way, they should be reported. If the supplier or a reliable database cannot provide this information and analytical testing is infeasible, Unknown must be selected for this section. The product will still be considered screened. In this section, we will show you a step-by-step process of how to comply with this special condition and end with a live demonstration of how to use the geological materials special condition in the HPD builder. To start, fill out the general information, VOC content data, and add your nested materials or product information like you would for any other HPD. To enter a geological material special condition, first click on the Substances, Materials, and Polymers tab on the left. Second, click on the Materials tab, which is where you can enter the special condition. Third, click Add Material in the bottom right corner. Once you are in the Material data field, select your nested material, if applicable. Enter a name for the geological material. Select the special condition type to be geological material from the drop-down menu. The HPD Builder will then provide the geological material specific information for you to fill out in this data field. First, add the country of origin where the material was extracted from. Location is important because much of the hazards associated with geological materials depend on where the material is extracted from. Next, enter ingredients and typical composition of geological material. After that, you will select an option depending on if the material has any presence of toxic materials such as heavy metals. Any toxic metals such as antimony, arsenic, cadmium, chromium-6, cobalt, lead, mercury, nickel, thallium, tin, uranium, and vanadium that are contained. Similar to toxic materials, add any known or likely presence of radioactive elements such as radium, thorium, and potassium-40. All other fields are the same as entering a normal substance in the HPD Builder. Fill these out and click Save Material. You should now see your geological material added to your inventory. Now we will look at what this looks like in the live builder. Thank you for watching this special condition video. If you have any questions, please contact us using the support email on the screen.